All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a wonderful evening. It was a wild start to the week and month. It seemed like we were going to be getting the June gloom. There was a lot of negative stuff over the weekend. There was a lot to deal with, even some of the trade. You didn't really have too many answers. You gapped down in the morning. You even had data that wasn't as hot. We kind of gave up all of Friday within about 30 minutes, and then out of nowhere, we went up, and then there was a flurry of trade news, and towards the end of the day now, everybody's expecting to hear about these trade deals, and you actually finished good and near the higher end of the range. If you guys haven't been paying attention, you have been stuck in this box for a very long time. So it's very interesting here to start out the week and the month. We got a couple things in store, everything from commodities going crazy and silver down to the data, and now the market and uncertainty and all of this trade stuff, because we got to talk about it. Last week and everything we dealt with, it has left its mark, and there is people now on Wall Street. They're looking for a couple of trades, and we are going to talk about that. So I got the keys, the plays, all that good stuff. What I hope is that you are locked and loaded, ready to go. What I hope, and having a great day. Oh, hello, and good evening, baby. That's the chat. How you doing, baby? Oh, new track in the car for Uncle. That's amazing. I know, in the gym, too. What up, Devlin? What up, Yunin? What up, Bad Doll? Tim Whitman, Alyssa Baker, Zuraj, Eat, Noah. Oh, my goodness. Oh, the chat's going fast. What up, Ghost? What up, Logan, Rico, Caballero, Dean, Ethan, Renee, Tycoon. I'm a boss. Tycoon, Tycoon, dripped in sauce, hot sauce, hibachi, and Thebe, and Gus Gonzo. That's a card. They don't know. What up, Stock? What up, Gus? What up, Matthew, Ivan, Trey, Mr. Maldonado, baby? What's going on? Mr. Malone, Mr. Fierros, Jimmy. Oh, good evening. What up, Lori? What up, Theory? How you doing? So, Chad, I hope you're feeling good. If I missed you, I still hope you're having a great evening. And yeah, it was an interesting start to the week. I will tell you now, May was really good. Everybody ended May on a pretty high note. I mean, remember, it was only a month off of the April peak volatility, but June didn't start off. Again, people were kind of feeling a certain way, but to start off, we're on the higher range. So remember some of the other watch lists. If we do start to move up, keep in mind the structural shifts. Keep in mind how people are going to react to rates and all of that, and some of the other stuff we've been watching in the rallies and humiliation trade and all of that. So keep that in mind. But right off of the bat, what is this? Come on. Oh, there it is. Yeah, last week left its mark on uncertainty. So even today, the data wasn't that good, and I think that added to the uncertainty. But like we were saying, there was a lot of rumors, the back and forth with the judges, even the back and forth with China. That was today. We're going to talk about it with another concept, but you literally heard from China a bunch of times this week, and that actually had an effect there. So that was one part of it, and I'll show you a chart. But other than that, the market was just gearing up for a flurry of trade deals. So we were kind of dealing with June and everything going on. Again, people were kind of hungover. Then it was right here. I explained it a few times because everything was in the range. This was like one day, and then this was its own day, kind of all within what? Was that right before Power Hour, I believe? But it was essentially Boeing news, then news on nuclear, and then there was a document that came out, and essentially it said that Trump was requesting countries submit their best and final offers on trade by Wednesday. This is literally a real estate tactic that real estate agents used to do when the market was going crazy. So that came out, and it pretty much, even though it kind of sounded negative at the forefront of it, everybody was like, wait a minute, that means we're going to get a bunch of trade deals. And sure enough, you did hear from other countries saying that they're down. There was some negative aspects to it. And then after the bell, we heard rumors about China. And then we heard that tomorrow, James Greer and the EU, they will be meeting. So we'll see if we get anything out of that. But essentially, it looks like June is going to be trade deals. So we'll see if there ends up being another delay on China. That was kind of the rumor. But other than that, the deadline for all of the reciprocals and everything else, it was July. So the admin coming out today and kind of everybody jumping on it, the way they're looking at it, the next 30 days, you're pretty much going to be hearing about trade deals left and right. So we'll see where that leads us, if it leads into good, bad, if that's the breakout or breakdown, or whether or not it gets chopped. But I hope you're ready for it. And essentially, if no deals are struck by July, all those reciprocals that Trump promised, if they don't make a deal, theoretically they will go into play. So we'll see what happens, but that is key number one. Again, I think today was a very fascinating start to the week, but now the other part. So I'll show you guys after. Let me finish all this, and then I'll get to the charts, and you'll see. But oh my goodness, Chad. Yeah, Mag 7 or staples. So I talked about this a little yesterday, but yeah, these Wall Street guys are insane. Okay? I'm telling you right now, these guys are batshit insane. And why? Because remember, it has been almost a year of Mag 7 moving. You just had Nvidia earnings and a couple of other things, but remember, like, these stocks haven't moved. Again, Netflix and Meta broke out at the beginning of the year, but I was telling you, people have been eyeing this trade. There is a pain trade if pretty much everything has Trump uncertainty and doesn't move, and then you only get led by 7 stocks. That wouldn't be peaceful for everybody per se. And then we talked even yesterday about staples and how kind of people are looking at previous bubbles to make guesses and assumptions about Mag 7. So long story short, this is going to be a trade to watch over the next quarter, and they do seem intent on running it. So I would be watching that. And again, even with the staples, it's either Mag 7 is going to lead, or Mag 7 is, not Mag 7 is going to lead. Staples, they're either going to run with Mag 7 or they're going to underperform. So watch out for that. But I thought this was fascinating because people have been talking about it. And even today, though, there was a lot going on, and you see how the SPY went up, even though it kind of felt negative. That was kind of the Mag 7 effect. So keep that in mind. But that is key number 2. And then finally, key number 3, my friends, rumors. Yeah, be on the lookout. Like straight up, there's high uncertainty. I'll show you when we get to the charts. Still low liquidity. There really hasn't been a lack of panic. The floor on volatility is rising, but even after the last couple weeks, even though things have had an effect, you're not really getting people panicking like you were 60 days ago. There's been a lot of trial balloons today. Again, you're getting I'm sure how many times today did you hear that Trump is going to get on a phone call with Xi Jinping? It came out in the morning, and then it came out right after the morning, then it came out middle of the day, and then we heard a whole different set of rumors after the bell. And then again, you're hearing stuff about the war and deals, and even again, Ukraine. A lot of people were expecting all sorts of things, but nothing's really happening. So be on the lookout. I think this is an environment that is ripe for rumors. The market hasn't moved like it was at the beginning of the year, but be on the lookout. And even today, again, after the bell, what was it? They said that Trump, or the Trump admin, might delay China tariffs for like another month. So that way this month might be about EU and everybody else, and then the deadline for China, it gets moved to August. So all of this is playing into it, but it was very fascinating because, like I'm saying, you've gone through a lot. Now let me actually show you the charts. Maybe this will make a little bit more sense, and this is why I'm saying be on watch, but this was the result of last week. And remember, global uncertainty, equity uncertainty, bond uncertainty. Well, global uncertainty went back up. And take a look, February, March, even the breakout before Liberation Day, this is essentially where global uncertainty was. Like I was telling you, I was like, all right, I don't know if we'll ever get this high. Bravo last week, they found a way to manufacture that uncertainty. But like I'm saying, bro, it's up. It's like actually leaving its mark here. And this was a result of what you just dealt with. So watch out for this, because like I'm saying here, if everything simmers down, that's going to be bullish. If otherwise, if there's no trade deals, if reciprocals come into play, if there is bad news instead of good news on China, let's see if this skyrockets again, and if that does give the breakdown or not. But that was the first pretty picture I wanted to show you. And then pretty picture number 2. Oh, this one. This was the chart from yesterday, and I'm telling you, these assholes, they really, they're looking at Mag 7 right now, 42 times earnings. If all bubbles on average were able to get up to 58, They're like, yo, well, if the Fang rally in 20, you know what I'm saying? Why can't we do it again? So watch out, because again, that Mag 7 leadership, like I'm telling you, it hasn't moved in a year. If that starts to move, that'll be an important, and it could be an important theme and major theme in the market that we haven't seen. Otherwise, if it doesn't materialize, maybe watch for the staples again, like we said, or other areas of the market, or maybe we have bigger problems to deal with. So those are your pretty pictures. Other than that, though, I think tomorrow you're going to get JOLTS jobs openings. And then again, we're going to cap off the week with the non-farms. Jerome Powell did not say anything, but hard data, soft data, again, it didn't really get too much better today. So that was different than the last week, but we'll see where we're at by the non-farms, and then what we start to get with trade, because now, like I'm showing you, with uncertainty back up, I think trade and real movement now, maybe we'll get some moves, and it's been a while since we have got one. But other than that, let us get into the plays. So, right off the bat, I don't have a pretty picture for you, but you could just go look it up, man. Now, all the pretty pictures are just overlaying it with gold, but it's in the title, my friend. Let's talk about silver. Okay, so here's the deal. Silver actually is hitting a crazy level. I think it was like right under $35. Yeah, that's getting towards a new high. Again, gold has been going crazy the last couple of months. Gold is first, silver is second. That makes sense, right? So it's starting to move, and maybe this is just the back end of the commodity crazy, but it's getting a lot of people's attention. People are talking about a silver squeeze. Don't ever forget, you can't squeeze the ETF, but as people have gone crazy for other commodities, and even like gold, maybe you will watch that rush. Again, the last time silver was at this price, around like 30-something dollars, I believe it was around 08, 09. So that's the interesting part, because like I'm telling you here, even though it's going up, it's getting a lot of attention. I still don't know what's going on with gold, and quite frankly, although I own physical silver, I'm not too big of a fan of it right now, okay? And here's the deal. Here's what I'm telling you. Last time it was at $35, give or take, 34. That was like, what, 2010? Or, yeah, right after the end of QE and everything else. And then it went up, and then it rocketed down. I bought my silver around here, believe it or not, about 10 years ago. That's kind of insane. I'm old. But other than, and then we've acquired some silver throughout. You know, it hasn't really moved. I called it the penny stock of gold today. But here's the deal. If you think it's going to go crazy, if you think we're going to get a hard landing and now gold is up and everyone's going crazy over the debasement of currency and interest rates, and you're like, yeah, I have to buy the cheap one and I have to get all the value, here's the deal. I don't like it until it knifes. Because again, even in 08, even during other times, I mean, it usually, like 2020, silver knifed. Usually before it goes crazy after climbing up, because it's not really typical that it chops up like that. It kind of did that in 05 to 08, but then it knifed, and then it got crazy. So until it takes a drop, even with gold, I think I'm just going to be spectating. But like I'm telling you here, if it starts to break above $35, what do you notice about the chart? Last time it did that, it literally jumped $10. People will get crazy. If people have already seen this year what gold can do, and they've watched gold, you know, last time Uncle put out a song, he recorded it before gold was at $3,000, and after it came out, gold hasn't even touched $3,000. Okay, gold is insane. So what do you think they're going to do with silver if it goes nuts? So I'd watch out for the squeeze, not the ETF, but the commodity. But all in all, above 35 is wild. If you really want to use this as like a fear play, you buy it on the knife, my friend. But that's very fascinating. That's what we woke up this morning. But other than that, that is play number one. I would definitely watch out for that. I think it'll be a major theme this week, maybe all month. We'll see where it ends to start off June. But that is play number one. And then play number two. Oh my goodness. Meta. Yeah, bro. So here's the deal. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm not buying this because I bought it at $90, okay? But here's the deal. Even cheaper. Don't get me started. But, dude, the news they came out with today, I really like it. They announced that they're about to launch AI ad creation, where AI is going to make ads for people. And somebody said this in the chat. I don't think people are really grasping this. Imagine if you go on Instagram or Facebook or WhatsApp and you get an ad that was made for you. Like directly for you. Does that make sense? That's what we're talking about here. So it could track you. He like right and be like, okay, this guy likes coffee, he likes cars, and he likes gambling. And it could go and make you a personalized AI ad with videos, pictures, memes, all generated by AI. It knows exactly what you like. So now advertise. Bro, do you understand what I just said? This isn't like, this is going to get to the point where it's not just like ads for like you make an ad and then it's broad. We're talking about in like one ad per person, like multiple instances. I don't know if it's illegal or not, to be honest. That's a good question. But the point is, there is a crazy scale and scope of this. But essentially, this is what they announced today. And again, I've been in Meta for a long time. And they said it, dude, like when they did it back in 2016, 2018, and they first launched their like ad creator and a lot of the like deep ad targeting tools. I mean, it led to a damn political scandal, damn it. You guys remember Cambridge Analytica? Bro, it was crazy. When Facebook first launched their ad targeting, bro, there was like a good year or two where you could have like, you could have targeted people who made $1 million a year and were shopping for a mortgage. It was so crazy. And again, even though they got in trouble, they had to scale it back and do other stuff. But it's literally like, this is pretty much almost 10 years later, their next like ad suite with like AI content generation. It could make the videos. Again, they have Llama and a lot of other things. But yeah, it's a nuts thing. I think it's a game changer, but unfortunately, I don't like the price. I think this is an easy hold. We bought it, and it's just good for the long term. Maybe there will be short-term plays, but in the long run, watch and see in the next couple of years if this turns into the next level of ad creation. This might be the next level for Meta, but that news came out today. We'll see how that materializes or not, or if Mark Zuckerberg is like, okay, I'm excited. Let's spend all our money now. But watch out for that. That is play number 2. And then finally, are you guys ready for play number 3? I don't think you're ready for this. Jelly? No? Okay. Are you ready for play number 3? So here it is. Play number 3. It's obvious. Pizza! I know, I'm sorry. I know. But please don't buy this stock anymore. It's up. We're up 50%. You shouldn't have bought it after we were up 30%, but some of you like pain. Okay, but here's the deal. All right, hold. Just like I said with Meta. I'm genuinely, I'm here to give you good information. Not just yet. You know what the funny part is? Pizza. Some guy, he was like, you kept saying pizza, so I bought Papa John's stock. I'm like, dog, that's the slogan to Little Caesars. I know, you can't make this up, you guys. But I'm here to give you the real info. Okay? So here's the deal. This is what I'm talking about. It's crazy. It's actually insane. I can't believe this happened like this. Because it's hilarious. I need to go check the percentages. Because I know Domino's is still doing good on the year. But this is massive, you guys. This is what I was telling you. You know, Domino's is just bougie pizza. But I told you, I was like, man, if Domino's loses market share, if one day everybody gets brainwashed or decides that they fucking love Papa John's, you know, right? And they're like, you got E. coli Domino's, right? I said, I'm telling you, bro, this thing's crazy. This thing's crazy potential. But here's the deal. Long story short, this is the info for this. On the 1 year, you now have Domino's and pizza inverting. This has not happened before. Do you understand how important this is? So last time it happened, it was big, and then Domino's came up, pizza, Papa John's went down, and then they would invert. So even on the 2 years, Papa John's is still lagging. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is going to be a big deal now, because if you start to really get changes, obviously the real flip-flop is going to happen at earnings. But if this continues and this is a trend, that is a really big driver. So I actually sold more of my options today. We got the benefit off of it. I had like, 200-300%. And don't even act weird, because like I told you from the first time I made the play, I told y'all I'm gonna keep talking about Papa John's. I loved it for the long term, and I told y'all I got options, and I told you when, and I told you the time. They're all effing up, okay? And the long term, it's up almost 50%. But yeah, don't be a dumbass though and buy what we're up on. But I think this is an easy hold right now, and I'll keep my eyes out for it. But I'm gonna hold final plays there. Already made it free 2 times over. Gonna hold those, and then we'll see. But watch 47 to 50. If it breaks out 50, then that's just another story. But other than that, I only made 2 plays today, or 3. I took profits on those Papa John's. Then I played some other hype plays, and then what was the other one? Culp or something like that. I totally forgot it. It had a takeover rumor. Oh, it was on my other platform. I didn't have it open. Cantaloupe. Yeah, that was the one. CTLP. But yeah, they had some cheap options there, but didn't really do much today, believe it or not. So other than that, we'll see where it takes us. But even then, I'm kind of, if it's Chop City, I'm down to do nothing, or maybe it might be a time to kind of ignore everything and make like swings on Mag 7 if you start to watch that happen. Or let's see if we could get a signal on the staples, but I think Mag 7 might be easier to figure out. So we'll see what happens. Then we'll see what happens with any of the data. And Chatadonia, that is it. Do you have any questions? Okay, because I have to take a massive dump. I'm not going to lie to you. I've been holding in bubble guts this whole time. I didn't plan for it. It kind of came out of nowhere. But if you have any questions, now is your time. Recap people 20 minutes in. Now I'm talking bubble guts. Great watch list. Great watch list. I want sweet greens, but I don't like it at $12. I do like it at $12, but, you know, and maybe you could grab a small amount of it, but I think it has 50% of downside. I really think this stock could come down to $8, and you're literally down 50%, right? So imagine how much we made on Papa John's. You could lose that still, but I think it's a good name. It's all growth. There's no profit. They may need to raise money if worse comes to worst, but yeah, Boeing I have a bunch of free Boeing. I didn't make any plays on it though. They had a headline today. The judges dropped the case on the family's like wrongful death lawsuits. It's crazy. So they got another win, but I didn't make any plays. I don't know. I didn't know how much it was going to move it today off that headline, but we still have plays that are up a lot. And then we made them free too, so already, but I'm just riding out profits on those. Jack in the Box, no, they cut their dividend. They didn't have good earnings on the other ones. I like Sweet Greens because it's like hype and it's healthy. And like, do you know Sweet Greens? They sell, most of their orders come from online. It's a really weird one, but a lot of people like it. They just don't have a lot of people they don't have a lot of locations. But ironically, again, Papa John's guy is on their board. One of the dudes on Papa John's is on their board, and you know, Papa John's has locations everywhere. That's how I'm able to DoorDash it everywhere. But other than that, I still think though it's a growth name. It's like Kava without the sales and without, like, Kava has hype. Sweet Greens has limited hype in some circles, but it's not like Kava where it's all around. But if it ever did get back, that would be good for it. But otherwise, I think at $8 I'd be down to take the risk. Otherwise, if I miss it, I miss it. I don't want to lose 50%. I'd rather get paid on cash than lose money right now when yields are this high. MPW, I'm not any real estate stock until the bonds. We'll talk about that when Powell gives us the signal. But until bonds really chill out, I don't see any real estate stock is viable, to be honest. Many thanks, baby. Enjoy it, man. Have a good one. EWJ, I like it, to be honest. I like some Japanese names, but a lot of them are at highs. It's hard to find high-quality Japanese names that haven't gone crazy, but, you know, the Japanese economy, in the long run, you could ask Buffett, you know, there's a lot of opportunities there. But I don't have one. TAC, I don't know anything about TAC. Takeda. Oh, I know about Takeda, but no, I'm not a fan. It's funny, they're actually, even for a pharma, this is one of very few pharmas that are up. But I don't know if they're related to deals, but I've never really looked into this for a long-term one. Looks like it has value, but I would rather go for an American pharma, to be honest. How many pizzas have I sent out? Maybe like 6 or 7. And then I probably sent it, some of them got like multiple pizzas. So maybe like 10 actual pies have been sent to like 6, 7 people. Oh, the Toyota buying Toyota news today. Yeah, that was confusing. But Toyota has many, many arms. But yeah, they announced that they were selling one of their units to their other unit. And then it sounded really confusing. But Toyota, I mean, I would love Toyota in a good Japanese name. When am I buying Starbucks? Well, it sucks because I have prices that I like Starbucks at, but it's not, it's relative. Yeah. See, it's even high. It's $10 higher than here. That's what I'm saying, you guys. Like, this summer, there's so many names that are just pinned like this, bro. It's so dumb, and it's not even, like, pinned at book value. It's pinned at, like, a overvaluation, but this is what I'm saying for, like, you know, we really need, you need names to, like, develop. We need, like, new prices. So, yeah, man, I don't know. I like Starbucks, but other name, like, and that's why I bought NVO. NVO hit a fresh low, but in this case, like, Starbucks has hit $10 lower in the last couple of years. So you should have bought it at every other low, but you know, I don't think I'm gonna buy it here. I have to wait. AMD, I mean, a lot of people are getting bullish on AMD. I would buy AMD way lower. I mean, Intel is at fucking book value, you guys. When Donald Trump is a fucking pro-American president. What are you telling me, man? A lot of copycat accounts. I know, it's so weird. YouTube and Twitter can't fix it. So yeah, be careful out there. You know, I will never ask you to, like, I'm not going to be like, hey, how's your trading going? Get a fucking long term. I don't care how your trading's going. See what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. Get a long term. You got a Twitter message from me? The fake one or the real one, or did you win a pizza? Because I messaged the pizza. Just get a long term, man. Exactly. That's all you need, bro. All I need in this life is it. And me and my long term. Me and my long term. Average down to the very end. It's just me and my long term. Me and my long term. Sorry. It's a great song. So on that note, it's just me and my long term. Me and my long term. Every year. So yeah. Good time. Fun for the whole family. Let's see the small one. Wow. Yeah, bro, it hit a new one. Even the small account, bro. 285. Holy shit. Well, yeah, man. Keep going, little guy. Woo! Yeah. So you could start anytime. Even Colt Sister cuts to Josh buying a house. I've been looking, man. I've been getting a couple deals, but they're all just, like I'm saying, the relativity of them now, it just sucks. The places I'm getting deals at now, you can't sell them. Now I'm getting the deals in Austin. Now everywhere else. So be careful. My long time. But other than that, Chad, any final questions? You guys gave me a speed run of stocks right there. We might have to wrap it up early. That's 2 back-to-back quick watch lists. The recap guys love it, but yeah, bro, I got diarrhea all of a sudden. I don't know why. I'm sorry. But yeah, I gotta go. I love you. God bless you. I'm gonna wait for the final one. You spoke in Vegas at crypto? I didn't even have pre-workout, bro. A noob in Philly? Yeah, email me. tradingfraternity@gmail.com. I'll refer it. Yallah. Your first long-term stock? What do you use every day? Watch the video. Watch young prepubescent Josh explain it to you. It's a lot of fun. Fun for the whole family. Oh, blessed and unstoppable? Nice, man. Good work, baby. I like blessed and I don't know what that is, but I like those two things, like, just in general. So be blessed and be unstoppable. Amen. Amen. MSTY long term. Are you in the masochism? Like, are you into weird shit? Like, you like getting beat up? You got daddy issues? I'm sorry. Bro, I have a lot of poop in my stomach right now, and y'all asking me ridiculous shit. You see what I'm saying? So that's what's gonna happen. I'm just saying. You don't even ask me. I'm not gonna ban you, but I just abused your ears. You don't want that. All right, man. So other than that, you let me know. I think that was a good one. I love you all. All right, be safe. God bless you and God bless America. Finger to the sky, baby. Have a wonderful evening. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I will see y'all later and peace. Hard on.